Week 7 and the Sunday six-pack starts off with my favorite game of the week. It's the Lions in Minnesota to face the undefeated Vikings. Lions right now, 2.5-point dogs in Minnesota. Are you buying it?
Yeah, I like it, Dave, but I'm going to tell you, this is a great game. Minnesota's been the surprise of the NFL, but Detroit, despite not having Aiden Hutchinson, there's a lot of things I like about this team right now. They absolutely obliterated Dallas. I mean, murdered these guys. I got to take the points. I think Detroit shows up. Dave, this is going to be a field goal game, so you got to take the pooch.
Yeah, there you go. Let's move on to division rivals, Bengals and Browns. Right now at Sports Interaction, Cincinnati 5-point favorites on the road. It's a lot of points. Nick Chubb expected to be back in the Browns lineup.
Battle of Ohio. Yeah, the Browns covered against the Eagles. Big deal. Cincinnati, though, hey, the defense finally showed up against the Giants. We'll see what happens here, Dave. Battle of Ohio. I don't like to lay points, but Cleveland reeks. Give me the Cincinnati Bengals -5.
Let's move on to a kind of a slightly underrated game, which I'd put in my top 3. Texans and Packers in Green Bay. Right now, the Packers 3-point favorites, coming off a season-high 34 points last week. Who do we like there?
Oh, Dave, these games are so tough. I'm going to take Green Bay. I really like what they did against Arizona. Houston, on the other hand, they're a good football team, but Green Bay is just good on both sides of the ball. I got to take the Pack if it's under a field goal.
What about the Battle of the Birds? It's the Seahawks in Atlanta against the Falcons. Falcons right now at Sports Interaction, 2.5-point favorites.
Falcons are doing this with smoke and mirrors, Dave. I'm going to tell you, I know Seattle's defense is bad, but their offense will be able to rip apart the Falcons. I like these guys outright, so I'll definitely take the 2.5 in the Battle of the Birds.
Super Bowl rematch is another game. You know, week 7 really is the best week so far in this young NFL season. 49ers, 1.5-point favorites, home to the Kansas City Chiefs.
I know a lot of people are going to like the Chiefs. They're coming off a bye. I get it. But San Francisco, revenge game from the Super Bowl. You remember that night, Dave? Absolute hijinks. I'm going to tell you, I love San Francisco in this spot. I think they'll do enough defensively and win this game by 3 or 4. Give me the Niners.
What about Sunday Night Football? The Jets, 1.5-point favorites in Pittsburgh to face the Steelers. Maybe the Jets will eventually stop taking penalties.
I got to tell you, Dave, that game with Buffalo, it was almost unwatchable. But hey, the Bills did some crazy stuff too. The referees were horrible on both sides of the ball. But I'm going to take the Jets in this spot. They're laying points. Don't want to really do it. But I'll tell you, I think their defense can shut down Pittsburgh and Field. So give me the Jets.
Enjoy your Sunday six-pack.